was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. If you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. I'm a stand-up for mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. So I can knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Tonight on the program, round number 5 of the TeamVLR.com Summer Sizzle, presented by CFM Esports. And well, tonight we come to the heart of the sprint car capital of the world, known as the Knoxville Raceway. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Alex Robinson. Alex, well, we've got a few new things to debut here tonight. We've got the new overlays. We've got some new colour on our race screens. It should make everything just look a little bit more tidy, but we've got qualifying on the program. And Blake Matjoulis, and take a look at the new overlays on screen right now.
Man, I go on vacation for 1 week, and you just come out and bring everything out for these heavy hitters. But look at that for a second. Jay Place, quick time right now. Evan C. in that second spot. But Blake Matjoulis on track, that 127. Where will he clock in? He's won the first two. Then it was Evan C. win the last two. Blake Matjoulis, he is second quick. Alex Bergeron goes third quick.
Jay Place still with a 19.004 quick time. Cole Cabre, he's got 15 seconds to lay down a lap time. His first lap time was a 19.881. That puts him 31st quick. But right now, his second lap time will look a whole lot better here at the Knoxville Raceways. We're about to conclude qualifying. 34 drivers signed in the pit area. Cole Cabre, 19.334. And that will wrap up the qualifying session. Alex's, and again, Jay Place goes quick time here this evening. What a way to kick off round number 5. We'll take a look at your official results coming up on screen. Jay Place, Blake Matjoulis, Alex Bergeron, Evan C. and Clay Devon. Your top 5 drivers. We'll see 4 heat races on the program. And of course, we'll take the top 3 right into tonight's main event. And everybody else will have to go through the consolation race. But before we take a look at the grid, of course, the schedule on the screen right now. This is round number 5. Next week, we take a break. Before the following week, we come back after. We come July 13th, the final race of the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle presented by CFM Esports and VictoryLaneTeamVLR.com. Speaking of CFM, well, check out their website, CFMEsports.com /collections on the front page. You can check out, got some hoodies they've got there. Hats, sorry. They've got some t-shirts. Check it all out. Got different colors. They've got a grey and a black. And well, support the people that support sim racing. Alex, heat race number 1. Let's take a look at your starting grid. Jay Place will start from pole position. Clay Devon will line up on the outside of the front row.
Brent will start on the inside of row number 2. To the outside, it's Damien Kiefer.
Richie Yost will start position number 5, and Hunter Butts will line up out of position number 6.
Starting 7th, it's D1RT's Cole Cabre. To the outside, VLR's Ryan Underwood. And William Eads will round out your 9-car field for heat race number 1.
9 cars, heat race number 1, top 3 going straight through to the main event. Everybody else will have to go through the consolation races. And well, Alex, just look at this. Ready? So we go, we've got adjusted colour, normal colour, adjusted colour. Things, honestly, I've spent probably the last 10 or 11 hours over the last 2 days just working on a few little different bits and pieces.
Pace truck is off. Green flag is out. Heat race number 1 underway for tonight's action. Jay Place, Brent Carter, and look at that 16 machine. Jay Place off to it as, oh boy, Clay Devon drops back real quick.
Oh, tough break. Richie Yost getting turned around as well.
Ready to have a caution out, caution
29.
How are you doing there, bud?
With us just for 1 second. So again, don't forget to check out CFMEsports.com and check out their shop. Of course, they've got the their setups as well, courtesy of the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop. As we are back live here, we'll take a look at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay. There was a couple of separate stories to go on here. As it turns out, I've got it on. It's a wonderful thing when you do 78 different things at once over the last couple of days. So Clay Devon getting turned to the right, as is Richie Yost as well. You just forget to put things back on where they were.
I'm like running around like a knucklehead right now. I was trying to find my note sheet because I always write my note sheet down. Couldn't find it. So we finally got that. So now I'm actually ready here.
Where'd you put it?
I don't know. I leave for a few days and my parents decide to hide stuff from me.
Well, you'll have to get your phone out and use your phone then. Brent Carter. Just noticing Brent Carter, Alex, being sent back to the end of the line now. Has gone back into pit road, and we've still got a fair bit of racing to come here at Knoxville. Said 4 heats. We'll take the top 3, and then we'll go into the consolation races where we'll take. What are we taking? So we've got 3, 4. That's 12. We'll take top 6 from each, and it'll be 6 or 4, depending on if they have 2 B mains or 3 B mains. I think they'll just have the 2, seeing as though we had, I think it was, what, 34 cars signed into the pit, or 35 cars signed up. But here we go, the resumption of heat race number 1. The green flag back out. Jay Plains will lead us off turn number 4. Damien Kiefer runs second. Richie Yost in third, and that's again right in that final transfer position. There goes the 84. Clay Devon straight up on the inside of Underwood. Made some whole lot of contact in 1 and 2.
So right now, Damien Kiefer holds on to that second spot, but here comes Richie Yost to the inside of Damien Kiefer right now. Damien Kiefer holds on to second, but he has cars behind him, and Richie Yost and Cole Cabre right there on the verge of making it into the show.
Yeah, Cabre on the outside looking in at the moment right now. It's Jay Place, Damien Kiefer, and Richie Yost, your top 3 drivers. They all run the bottom side of the racetrack, and that's expected in the first probably 2 or 3 heat races. Wait till that cushion starts to come in. Cross flag sticks around halfway home. 4 down and 4 to run. Heat race number 1. This is round number 5 of the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle, thanks to Team Victory Lane Racing and CFM Esports. And again, check out cfmesports.com for some hats, some speed shops. They got setups there for late models. They got the modifieds as well. And when you got 2 of the best driving and making the setups in the business, well, of course, don't discount out what they can do behind the wheel.
Right now, Clay Devon is... Oh, no, sorry. Jay Place is your leader. There we go. Jay Place is out in front of this one. Damien Kiefer in the second spot right now, followed by Richie Yost. That's your top 3, but that 71 machine, Cole Cabre. Keep an eye on that 71 because the battle for second is on between Kiefer and Yost. Yost to the inside of Damien Kiefer, side by side. Those two go the 29 and 0. They're battling it out for that second spot.
Just a couple of laps left to run here in the opening heat race of the night. Richie Yost trying to put the pressure on Damien Kiefer. Kiefer rolls back to the middle of the racetrack. One little mistake from either Kiefer or Yost, and Cole Cabre is going to be ready to pounce on it like a fat kid on a cupcake. Through turns 3 and 4 we go. Alex, the white flag is out for Jay Place.
Jay Place takes the white flag here, the 16 machine for VLR around 1 and 2, but you see that battle for the second spot has 3 cars. 2 will go on to the feature with Jay Place. 1 will go through the consolation races later on tonight, but 3 and 4 clear the 16 machine VLR's Jay Place. He wins heat race number 1. Damien Kiefer, Richie Yost, they're going to the show.
Yeah, well done to Jay Place, Damien Kiefer, and Richie Yost. Everybody else transferring to one of 2 of the mains on the program here this evening. We'll take a look at your official results here for heat race number 1, the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle. It is Jay Place, Damien Kiefer, and Richie Yost, your top 3. Cole Cabre, Ryan Underwood, Hunter Butts, William Eads, Clay Devon, and Brent Carter. Heat race number 2. Let's take a look at how they line up here with Blake Matjoulis starting from the pole position to his outside. Alex McCullum, position number 2.
The 25 of Zach McSwain, he will start in the 3rd spot. 4th, it's Rocky Battenfield.
Row number 3 on the inside drives a 13A. That's Aiden Beerlin. He'll start position number 5. And to the outside, driving the 51 for Momentum Sim Sports, it's Dixon Slinger, position number 6.
7th, it's going to be the 23 of Tyler Knight. 8, it is Kevin Williamson. And rounding out the field in the 93, it is Zane Yost.
All right, there we go. Heat race number 2, your starting grid. And we're just fixing a few things up here. Who else we've got? Actually, I could have just done this, and it would have made things 10 times easier for me. Hang on, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, Alex, heat race number 2. Drivers get the 1 to green signal. I'm going to let you lead us to the drop of the green flag, buddy.
Oh, Brett Wheeler, you want to know the tough thing?
You know what? I'm all about tough things. Tell me, what's going on, buddy?
My screen's kind of froze.
Ah, well, seems like we've reached an impasse. But you know what? Luckily, I'm back. I don't know why I'm back. Because I can. Heat race number 2, Blake Matjoulis, Alex McCallum. Getting set to lead us to the green flag. Blake Matjoulis, I'm pretty sure he won the first 2 races of the summer season. Never see has won the last 2, if I'm correct in saying that, Alex.
You are correct, and it's the 127 who leads us into turn 1 and 2 here. He's going to look to start on the front row of tonight's A main event here, but look at that battle for second. Alex McCallum, Zach McSwain. Zach McSwain in the 25 machine. He's going to slide up on Alex McCallum. McCallum goes and ducks under him side by side. You see 2 by 2 they go.
Well, Matjoulis will lead lap number 1. McCallum now slides into second, slide up. Oh, look out, the 97 of Battenfield. Got into the 25 of Zach McSwain, and well, Battenfield had to check up. That allowed Aiden Beerline, Dixon Slinger down to move up to positions 4 and 5 as they go single file through turns number 3 and 4. Battenfield to the outside on Zane Yost, but now Battenfield looks low, 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. Dixon Slinger's got the line right through the middle on his inside. Battenfield and Yost. That's Zane Yost in the 93. The 97 is Rocky Battenfield.
That Momentum Sim Sports 51 of Dixon Slinger. Keep an eye on him right now. He's in 5th. Aiden Beerline right in front of him in the 4th spot. But again, look at that top 3 of Matjoulis, McCallum, and McSwain as that battle for second looks like it's getting ready to heat back up again between McSwain and McCallum here as that 25 machine of Zach McSwain. He's that green car there. He is following behind Alex McCallum. They're both chasing the 127 of Blake Matjoulis.
Well, nobody going to catch the 127 at the moment as we reach the halfway in heat race number 2. Matjoulis leads. Now the battle on between Alex McCallum and Zach McSwain. McSwain in the 25 on the inside. Going to slide up and not going to have enough to get clear of the 96 of McCallum. And McCallum now drives back around the outside. There's half a car length between McCallum and McSwain. McSwain once again back to the inside.
For the second spot between McSwain and McCallum. McSwain now takes back the second spot from Alex McCallum. McCallum going to go to the outside here. McSwain slides up. He blocks off the lane from McCallum. He goes to the inside here. Side by side, these two go. 2 to run here in heat race number 2. Zach McSwain right now, he holds on to that second spot. Alex McCallum, there's Aiden Beerline, Slinger, Battenfield. All on the outside looking in right now. White flag is out for the 127 Blake Matjoulis.
Here, Beerline, Slinger, Battenfield, Yost all trying to fight for better starting positions in tonight's main event. We come through turn number 1 and 2, past the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum. Down the back straight away for your final time. Heat race number 2 is about to throw the checkered flag. Blake Matjoulis will win heat number 2. Second will go to Zach McSwain. Third at the line is going to be Alex McCallum. Aiden Beerline 4th. Dixon Slinger 5th. Rocky Battenfield, Zane Yost, Tyler Knight, Kevin Williamson will come across the start-finish line here. And that will conclude heat race number 2. But, boy, McCallum and Zach McSwain really put on a Jim Dandy of a heat race there. Heat race number 2 results coming up on your screen. There it is. Blake Matjoulis gets to win. Zach McSwain second. Alex McCallum third. Those 3 drivers going straight through to your main event. Everybody else, well, they'll have to go to the consolation races. Heat number 3, Alex, let's take a look at your starting grid with Alex Bergeron driving the number 12 for Team ABR Esports. He'll start from position at number 1. He's outside. He pilots the 07. That's Howard Weaver, position number 2.
Sim Sports, it's Logan Rumsey. He will start third to the outside. The 144, it's Brent New.
Dustin Hall for Slick Sim Sports drives the 331. He'll start position at number 5. And CJ Howe drives the 2 for Momentum Sim Sports. He'll start position at number 6.
In the 7th spot, the 29, it's Benjamin Burke. And rounding out the field, Team Outlaw Motorsports, the B32, it's BJ Duval.
He starts dead last in heat number 3. How far can Duval make it up through this field? Considering this track, I mean, it's still fairly tacky, Alex.
Anything is possible. And I'll tell you what, he made a feature last week.
Wow. Well, speaking of features, a feature of the show here tonight. Again, don't forget to check out cfmesports.com for some CFM Esports merchandise. They got some hats. They got a grey hat for $30. They've also got a black hat as well for $30. They got some Sim t-shirts coming up in pre-order that'll be released June in 2021. And well, we're already in June 2021, so hopefully they've got those shirts all ready to go. But again, don't forget to check out cfmesports.com. We've got some wonderful, wonderful merchandise. As heat race number 3, we're about to take the green flag. Alex, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Well, I'll let you watch it. I'll let you call this one then.
And oh man, look at the front row. Alex Bergeron, Howard Weaver, the 07, the 12 machine, a pace truck off, green flag out, heat race number 3 underway. And already Logan Rumsey goes to the inside of Howard Weaver, that 07 machine, rocking a new paint scheme there, but he gets a little bump from Brent New. Now New takes over the 3rd spot. Dustin Hall takes over 4th here. Howard Weaver already on the outside looking in within that first lap.
All right, Alex Bergeron, no surprise, will lead lap number 1. The 41 there of Logan Rumsey runs in 2nd. Brent New in 3rd. Weaver and Dustin Hall battle it out side by side for positions 4 and 5. But we watch the battle on right now for positions 2 and 3 as Brent New closing in right now on Logan Rumsey. Journeys up the racetrack, shows him a bit on the right side. Romance loving it, maybe take him out to the Dingus out back later on after tonight's main event. And Brent New will take over position number 2.
144 of Brent New holds on to 2nd, but here comes Rumsey now to the inside. The 41, Logan Rumsey now, slide job coming. Oh man, a little contact there between the two of them. That opens the door. Here comes that 07 Howard Weaver to the inside of Brent New.
Now Weaver slides up in front of New, nearly gets into the left rear of Logan Rumsey, but does not make the contact. So well done to Howard Weaver. Brent New back to the inside. Here's your battle for the transfer spot. Dustin Hall watching this battle unfold between Weaver and Brent New as Weaver slots back into position number 3. Now comes back to the middle of the racetrack. They'll go 3 wide for positions 2, 3, and 4 right now. Weaver and Rumsey side by side. Who's going to have the advantage down the back straightaway? Give it to Logan Rumsey, but here comes Weaver with a slide jump into turn number 3 and 4.
07 of Howard Weaver in the 2nd spot right now, but here comes Rumsey back to the inside. That 41 machine on the bottom. Here comes Brent New. He's bringing Dustin Hall with them. We have a 4-car battle. 2 of these cars will go on to the main event. The other 2 will go to consolation. There is some contact between Brent New, Dustin Hall, but now another slide job by Howard Weaver. This battle for 2nd heating up between the 41 and the 07.
Good battle on between Rumsey and Weaver. Weaver shut the door on Rumsey. They make a little bit of contact in turns number 1. Right now, it's Alex Bergeron to lead with the white flag coming out. Alex, well, it's Alex Bergeron who will lead, and here comes Brent New all over the back of Logan Rumsey on the inside. Now, can he make the pass for the final transfer spot?
The battle for the final transfer spot enters here on the final lap. The 41 and the 144. Brent New, Logan Rumsey. Rumsey has him out of turn 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, he's going to block the slider attempt. In other news, the 12 for Team ABR Esports, Alex Bergeron wins heat race number 3. Howard Weaver 2nd. And who's going to come home in the 3rd spot? Brent New.
Well, right, we'll just fixing a few things up behind the scenes as we get set. Heat race number 3 results on your screen. There it is. Alex Bergeron, Howard Weaver, and Brent New will get the top 3 spots. The Slick Sim Sports drivers of Logan Rumsey, Dustin Hall, they'll come in 4 and 5. CJ Howell, BJ Duval, and Benjamin Burke will be your 8 cars for heat number 3. Your 4th and final heat race coming up, Alex, is Evan C. for Victory Lane Racing will start from pole position 2. He's outside. He drives a 4 Link Motorsports caliber 46. That's Matjoulis-Seay.
Team VLR 48, Dylan Yeager will line up in the 3rd spot. 4th, it's that 24. That's Dustin Monbriquette.
We go back to row number 3. On the inside, the 91 of Felix Roy, he'll start position number 5. And Mason Love for Slam Sim Sports will start position number 6.
Starting 7th, it's the 777. That's Jacob Leverstein. 8th, it's that 31 for D1RT Racing. It's Scooter Black.
Well, that is your 8 cars, heat race number 4. Your 4th and final heat race of the night here of the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle. Thanks to CFM Esports and Victory Lane Racing. Again, don't forget to check out the CFM Esports website. Go to cfmesports.com and check out the merchandise. Check out, they've got the setups for sale as well. As we take a look at the schedule on screen. Tonight, Knoxville Raceway playing host to round number 5. And 2 weeks' time, we'll come back at the dirt track at Charlotte for the season finale. Now, they've just dropped as well CMF Esports and Victory Lane Racing coming together, Alex, for a Pro Late Model Series. So that'll be coming to your airwaves, hopefully in the not too distant future.
And if you looked on Facebook last night, there was a little meeting of the minds last night between the 33 of Evan C., the 127 of Blake Matjoulis, and Chris Ferguson. There was a picture of them all in Discord last night. So the meeting of the minds, wonder if they were coming up with some secret weapon here for tonight to see who can come home with a victory. We'll find out because heat race number 4 is underway.
A good start by Evan C. Dylan Yeager going to quickly slot into position number 2. Keep an eye on that 46 entry of Matjoulis-Seay. He's got Felix Roy. Felix Roy's been pretty good so far this season. He challenges Matjoulis-Seay for that third and final transfer spot at the completion of lap number 1. Give it to Evan C., Dylan Yeager, and Matjoulis-Seay. That's your top 3. Felix Roy, Dustin Mombaquette on the outside looking in, along with Jacob Leverstein, Mason Love, and Scooter Black.
Now watch that battle for third. It's always come down to a great final lap pass to see who makes that final transfer spot. Right now, Matjoulis-Seay holds on to the third spot. But watch Felix Roy. He's made the feature constantly. But again, look who's leading that 33 Evan C. CFM Esports has won every week so far, with Evan C. locking up 2, Blake Matjoulis locking up 2, and both of them looking to lock up a feature event here tonight.
Well, the winner of this one, the winner of heat race number 4, will start tonight's feature event from the outside of the secondary position at number 4. The VLR 48 machine of Dylan Yeager trying to run down his teammate Evan C. And I got to say, Dylan Yeager, since joining Victory Lane, as a lot of people do, when they join one of the best teams on the service, they always tend to pick up speed, and that's exactly what he's done. And he was a pretty fast cat before he joined the VLR, but now to see him with a good bunch of and a fast bunch of guys, he's really stepped up his game.
Really has stepped up his game right now. He's competed with some of the best, even his teammates right now, and he has opened some eyes even more than they already were for that 48 machine. Dylan Yeager right now chasing down the 33 of Evan C. Matjoulis-Seay has not been contested much from Felix Roy since that first opening lap, so watch out as Felix Roy planning something. But again, look at the 48 machine. Dylan Yeager showing some valuable speed here on Evan C.
Well, this is a pretty big heat race, Alex, because just looking at the points series, 3 out of the top 4 drivers in the points are in this one. Evan C., he leads the points over Blake Matjoulis. Felix Roy, who's third in points, he's on the outside looking in at the moment. And Dylan Yeager, who sits 4th in points, he's running 2nd. So this is a massive moment in the heat race. Right now, Yeager going to cut back to the low side, trying to get by Evan C. Can he get the job done? The white flag is out, 1 to run.
1 to run for the 33 Evan C. The 48 ducks underneath one more time here. He's going to look for a final lap pass. Here we go. 48 Dylan Yeager going to the inside once more on Evan C. Evan C. holds the top side. Going to come to the finish line here. Evan C. holds on. Heat race number 4, Dylan Yeager, Matjoulis-Seay going on to the feature event as well.
Well done to Evan C. Of course, we'll take a look here at heat race number 4 results, just about to come up on your screen right now. Now, there will just be 2 B mains, B main number 1, B main number 2. We'll take the top 6 from each of them, and that'll give us a 24 car field. Evan C., Dylan Yeager, and Matjoulis-Seay will be your top 3 from heat number 4 to go into tonight's main event. Felix Roy, Dustin Mombaquette, Jacob Leverstein, Mason Lobb, and Scooter Black. They'll all go to one of 2 B mains. B main number 1, we've got 11 cars on the racetrack. Cole Cabray will start from position number 1. He's outside. It'll be Logan Rumsey, position number 2.
Ryan Underwood for Team VLR will start 3rd. To the outside, Slick Sim Sports 331. It's Dustin Hall.
Hunter Butts will start out of position number 5, and CJ Howell lines up from position at number 6.
William Eads will start 7th in the 727. 8th, it's the B32. That's BJ Duvall.
Clay Devlin starts position number 9, and Benjamin Burke lines up position number 10. And at the back, shotgun at a position number 11 will be Brent Carter. Hello, Tia. How are you, lovely lady? As again, don't forget to check out cfmesports.com for your collection of hats. A couple of hats, grey one and a black one, $30 a pop. Very cheap, plus some t-shirts and of course some setups as well. Again, this is week and round number 5 of the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle, thanks to Victory Lane Racing and CFM Esports. Next week, we take a week off, and of course, come back in a couple of weeks' time. July 13th for the finale at the dirt track at Cheltenham. They say all roads lead to the dirt track at Cheltenham. What a way to finish off what has been so far a wonderful season, a wonderful 6 weeks, or 5 weeks, I should say.
great racing throughout those weeks, and it all comes to a head in 2 weeks. Who's going to come with the advantage? Will it be Evan C? Will it be Blake Matjoulis? Both of them split right now at 2 wins apiece. Who's going to take home Knoxville Speedway and go into championship night with the advantage? Will it be someone like Ryan Underwood even coming out of nowhere and try and make a chance for the points race? We'll find out, but he got to make the feature first, and this B-main #1 green flag is out.
Well, you spoke about Matjoulis and Seay, of course, bagging two feature wins each so far in the opening 4 weeks. It just goes to show you their dominance. However, Evan C leads the points in total by 15 points, and you got to wonder, if Evan C continues to rallies off those top 3s and those heat race wins, I don't think he's going to be caught. But I tell you what's going to come right down to the wire. Speaking of going down to the wire, we go into 1 and 2 and 3 wide. Underwood, Dustin Hall and CJ Howell. Now here comes Duval now on the outside. He goes up to position number 4. Meanwhile, Cabrera still leads, but he's going to have some very, very heavy company in Ryan Underwood and Dustin Hall very, very shortly.
Cole Cabrera right now, keep an eye on him. He is your leader, but here comes that 46 machine. Ryan Underwood to the inside of the 71. Cole Cabrera still holds on to the lead. There's Dustin Hall now. Hall to the outside. You have D1RT. You have Slick. You have VLR. You have Team Outlaw Motorsports. Those top 4 right now. And look at that. They're all battling it out for the top spot.
Oh, Underwood and Duval make a little bit of contact. Underwood slides up in front of the 71, but that's Cabrera in the 71. He goes to the outside. Duval trying to stick a nose probably where it doesn't belong at the moment, because right now he's got a transfer spot, and I know he wants to start a little bit further up, but Alex, you've got to think of the big picture. You're sitting in 4th at the moment. Yes, these top 4 drivers are very close, but one tiny little mistake, you are going to have no time to react. The top 6 at the moment have pretty much secured themselves. The gap between 6th and 7th is about 1.2, 1.3 seconds. So there's no need to do anything rash right now as Duval goes around the outside on Underwood and now looks to the inside on Cabrera. Man, when did Duval learn how to drive? I swear somebody else is driving that race car.
Who knows, but that B32 on a mission. I think it was one of those. He made a feature. He's on a hot streak. To him, he wants to do it once more, but he's battling it out with some of the best in the business. Dustin Hall, Cole Cabrera, Ryan Underwood right there in the picture as well. You have CJ Howe, Brent Carter. So look at these cars all battling it out. Top 6. And what? They're separated by a half a second?
Top 6 is by about a second between Dustin Hall and the 69 of Brent Carter. But those top 5 drivers, I mean, there's probably 6, 7 tenths of a second right there. Again, you can throw a blanket over him. It's going to be 7 laps in the books, 5 to run. CJ Howell, there's some contact. Underwood and Duval. Duval drifts up the range check. He's up on the top now, 3 wide. He lets CJ Howell and both Brent Carter again, 3 wide for the final transfer spot, 4, 5, and 6. Man, Duval not giving up without a fight right now. And again, you look at the gap, they go 3 wide. The gap back to 7th, Benjamin Burke. It's quite a large gap, and, well, Duval having none of it. He slides up in front of CJ Howell. Howell back to the inside. Meanwhile, coming to 3 to go this time by.
Right now, BJ Duval in that 5th spot. Goes to the outside once more on CJ Howell. Here comes that 69 machine. That is Brent Carter again. 3 cars battling it out for the 4th spot right now. CJ Howell to slide. Job Duval. Veteran move goes underneath. Again, side by side. Opens the door to that 69 of Brent Carter waiting in the wings. This is going to come down to that final lap.
2 laps left to run for your race leader, Dustin Hall. Leads Cole Cabrera and Ryan Underwood, the top 3, not doing anything silly right now. Meanwhile, CJ Howell, BJ Duval continue to trade sliders at both ends of the racetrack. Howell in that Momentum Sim Sports #2 machine, holding off that Team Outlaw Motorsports B32. Look in front of them. Ryan Underwood now coming to the inside on Cole Cabrera. They get the white flag. 1 to run, Alex, in B-main #1.
B-main #1, you see the battle for 2nd. You see that battle for 4th. CJ Howell right now holds on to the 4th spot as Dustin Hall holds on to the lead through 3 and 4. Final time, 3:31. Dustin Hall, he's going to win your B-main #1. Cole Cabrera, Ryan Underwood, CJ Howell comes home in 4th.
Well, what a way to open up B-main #1 here at the Knoxville Raceway. Dustin Hall gets the win. Again, the top 6, ladies and gentlemen, will go into tonight's main event. They'll start 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, and 23. Those results coming up on your screen right now. And that is Dustin Hall, Cole Cabrera, Ryan Underwood, CJ Howell, BJ Duval, and Brent Carter. Unfortunately for Benjamin Burke, Hunter Butts, William Eads, Logan Rumsey, and Clay Devon, well, it's time to pack it up. We'll see those drivers in a couple of weeks' time at the dirt track at Charlotte. Your final chance, B main number 2. Aiden Beerline will start from pole position. He's outside. It'll be Felix Roy, position number 2.
The 51 for Momentum Sim Sports, it is Dixon Slinger will start third. Fourth, it's the 24 of Dustin Mombercat.
Row 3 on the inside will be Rocky Battenfield in the VLR number 97 machine. To his outside, the 777 of Jacob Leverstein, position number 6.
Starting 7th, the 93, that's Zane Yost. To the outside, Slam Sim Sports 28, Mason Lobb.
Tyler Knight will line up out of position number 9. Scooter Black lines up position number 10. Meanwhile, Kevin Williamson will start shotgun at the back of this field. And again, we'll see 12 laps to distance here at the Knoxville Raceway. Again, the top 6 will start on the outside of the, from row 7 all the way through to row number 12. I mean, even if these drivers, Alex, transfer into the show, they've still got a fair bit of racing to do to get towards the front of the field.
A fair bit of racing, a fair good amount of competition. Jay Plays, Zach McSwain, Howard, Weaver, Evans, C. Blake Matjoulis, of course, as well. Already locked their tickets with many others to the feature event here. 6 more cars, and look at this front row here. 2 young guns. Look at the first 3, actually. The 3 young kids here, and Aiden Beerline, Felix Roy, and Dixon Slinger. They're starting on the front 3 spots here, so they just have to hold on to one of these 6 spots, and they make it to the show. You have Mason Lobb, another young one there. But if you watch Dustin Mombercat, Jacob Leverstein, Rocky Battenfield, those are veteran moves here. It's going to come down to who can make the smarter moves. Pace trucks off. B main number 2. Green flag is out. Aiden Beerline stumbles on the start there. And now here comes Dixon Slinger already to the inside of Felix Roy.
Yeah, well, I think everybody was just getting a little antsy thinking that Beerline was going to go. Look out, the 50 of Slinger. Got a little bit of got a shot in the shorts from the 91 of Felix Roy. And right now, Slinger moves back to position number 5. Meanwhile, they go 2 by 2. We got a car around, and we might see our first yellow of the night coming up, Alex.
That was the 23 machine of Tyler Knight going into the wall there. Scooter Black, I think, was involved in that melee as well. But Aiden Beerline, green flag still out on the raceway. Aiden Beerline in that 13A machine. He is leading. Felix Roy, Rocky Battenfield again. Dixon Slinger up to 4th now. Zane Yost, Mason Lobb in the transfer spot.
Well, Mason Lobb, he's got that battle. He's got that final transfer spot from Jacob Leverstein, Dustin Mombercat, Kevin Williamson, and Scooter Black. They'll all try and take it away from him. Meanwhile, up front, Aiden Beerline, your race leader, past the 13A machine. He's got Felix Roy, who comes into tonight 4th in the point standings. He's running 2nd in the B main. If he finishes 2nd, he'll start position at number 15 in tonight's. Sorry, he'll start 16. As this is going to line up the outside row. Here comes Roy now with a slide job on Beerline. Expect Beerline to turn it back down to the bottom of the racetrack. And as he does that, they drag race off turn 4. And well, up to the naked eye at the start-finish line. I'll give that one to Aiden Beerline just.
Felix Roy back to the inside now of Aiden Beerline, the 13A, the 91. There's Felix Roy, goes to the inside here. He's going to hold the bottom. No slide job comes from the 91 of Felix Roy. Here comes Beerline now trying to go to the inside here. Another drag race. Felix Roy, though, holds on to lap number 5.
Felix Roy runs the slider line down through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes the 97, piloted by Rocky Battenfield for Team Victory Lane Racing. He's all over the back of Aiden Beerline. Here comes Dixon Slinger in that 54 Momentum Sim Sport. He goes to the middle, cuts it back down to the bottom on the exit of turn number 4 as he looks to close in right now on your top 3. Everybody, top 4 playing nicely, single file somewhat, as there goes Battenfield and Beerline side by side for a brief and a split second through 1 and 2. And now here comes Battenfield. He's going to stay glued to the bottom in 3 and 4. Look out, you've got a battle because here comes Battenfield.
Rocky Battenfield in that 97 machine. He moves up to 3rd here. Dixon Slinger, though, he is coming back to the inside of Battenfield. Side by side, those two go the 50, the 97. Going at it side by side. They're going to bring in Aiden Beerline now. 2-for-1 move there, where he tried it. Dixon Slinger tried to go for a 2-for-1 slider, but he gets one of them. He knocks back Rocky Battenfield. Battenfield goes back to the 4th spot.
2/3 of the race complete. Your leader gets tight. Felix Roy got a little tight in 1 and 2. That allows Aiden Beerline to sneak up on the inside. Now here it is. Beerline, will he go for the slide job? Yes, he does. Down into 3 and 4. Slide job for the race lead by Beerline. Roy turns it back underneath him. And again, Dixon Slinger. Oh, but us, Alex, has got the best seat in the house. We come to 3 to go.
And you see Dixon Slinger works his way back up into that 3rd spot now. And now you have Felix Roy, Aiden Beerline, Dixon Slinger, your top 3, the 91 machine. He's going to go enter through that slick, slides up, trying to exit off the top side. At 91, Felix Roy holds on the lead, but here comes Slinger now. Slinger to the inside of Beerline.
Yeah, good battle for 1, 2, and 3 right now. Slinger slides up. Beerline turns it back underneath him. They nearly a front bump and a rear bump on the exit of turn number 2, but well done to Beerline and Slinger to not make the contact. Beerline slides up. Here comes Slinger back to the inside. Meanwhile, this is happening. Rocky Batten said, righto boys, I'm coming to get you. I want to move up another couple of rows. White flag is out. 1 to run for your race leader, Felix Roy.
Felix Roy right now holds on to your B-main number 2 lead. Dixon Slinger, Aiden Beerline, those two still going at it for your 2nd spot. That's going to come down to the finish here. Felix Roy, though, for that 91 machine, he's going to win B-main number 2. Dixon Slinger holds on to 2nd. Aiden Beerline, Rocky Battenfield, Zane Yost, Dustin Momberket go on to the feature event.
Wow, B-main number 2 is complete in our field, and our lineup is set for tonight's main event. We'll take a look at your official result for B-main number 2. As the track is going to get left, and we're not going to have a reset, which is good. Felix Roy gets the win. He'll transfer into the main event along with Dixon Slinger, who came home in 2nd. Aiden Beerline 3rd. Rocky Battenfield 4th. Zane Yost 5th. And Dustin Momberket will get the 6th and final transfer spot. Jacob Leverstein going home, along with Kevin Williamson, Mason Lobb, Scooter Black, and Tyler Knight. To get set, we'll take a quick commercial break here in just a few moments' time. But again, before we take that break, of course, the schedule on the screen right now on the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle presented by CFM Esports and TeamVLR.com. And we're live on Facebook and YouTube. And this is week number 5 here at the Knoxville Raceway. Next week, a week off before again we come back on July 13th in 2 weeks' time for the season end. And the season finale at the dirt track at Charlotte. And again, don't forget to check out the CFM Esports website. Go to cfmesports.com for their merchandise. They've got a grey hat, they've got a black hat, along with some t-shirts. If they haven't already dropped, they'll be dropping very shortly, along with some setups. We'll take a quick break, and on the other side of this, your main event for round number 5 of the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle, presented by Team Victory Lane Racing and CFM Esports.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Additional partners include...
And we are back here on UltimateDirtTV for round number 5 of the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Alex Robinson. It's time, Alex, we take a look at your starting grid.
Starting in the 24 spot, it's the 24, that's Dustin Momberket. 23rd, it's the 69 for Team BLR, it's Brent Carter.
Row number 11 to the outside will be the 93 of Zane Yost. To the inside for Team Outlaw Motorsports, he drives the B32, it's BJ Duval.
Row number 10, it is Rocky Battenfield in the 97. 19th, it's the 2, that's CJ Howe.
Row number 9 to the outside, he drives the 13A, that's Aiden Beerline, position number 18. On his inside, he drives car number 46 for Team VLR, it's Ryan Underwood, position number 17.
Row number 8 on the outside, the 51 for Momentum Sim Sports, it's Dixon Slinger. Starting on the inside, it is the 71 for D1RT, it's Cole Cabre.
To the outside of row 7, your B-main number 2 winner, Felix Roy, will start from position number 14. To his inside, B-main number 1 winner, he drives a 331 for Slick Sim Sports, it's Dustin Hall.
Row number 6, the 46, Matthew Selby will start on the outside. To the inside, the 144, that's Brent New.
Alex McCallum will start outside row 5, position number 10. To the inside, it'll be Richie Yost, position number 9.
Row number 4, the 48 for Team VLR, it's Dylan Yeager. 7th, the 070, you feel the fever, the Weaver fever, because it's Howard Weaver.
Zach McSwain will drive the 25 from position number 60. He's inside. He drives car number 0. It's the pretty boy, Damien Kiefer, position number 5.
Row number 2, the 33 for Team VLR, it's Evan C. To the inside, Team ABR Esports, the 12, that's Alex Bergeron.
Your front row, on the outside, he drives the 127. It's Blake Matjoulis from position number 2. And to the inside, he's looking for a clean sweep here tonight. He drives the VLR number 16 machine. It's Jay Place. Alex, you know I'm picking Blake Matjoulis. Who are you picking, buddy?
You know what? You're going to go Matjoulis. I'm going to go with the guy who is looking to go for a 3P tonight. The 33, Evan C. takes it home.
All right, here we go. Round number 5 of the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle. Weeks 1 and 2 was won by Blake Matjoulis. Weeks 3 was won by Evan C. Weeks 4 was won by Evan C. Who will take out round number 5? We are green. Who will find victory lane here at the Knoxville Raceway? Who is going to have the champagne here tonight? We're 3 and 4 wide right out for positions 5, 6, 7. Meanwhile, up front, here comes Matjoulis. He shut the door on Alex Bergeron, trying to get by Jay Place to lead lap number 1 of this 50-lap main event for Jay Place. Going to continue the sweep so far. Can he continue on? He's got 49 laps left to do so.
16 machine looking for the clean sweep tonight. Quick time heat race number 1 win. But look at that for a moment. 3 wide. Damian Kiefer, Zach McSwain, and Evan C. right now. Went 3 wide there. Evan C. holds on to the 4 spot. Now trying to go to the inside of the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron. And you see it here. 2, 3, even 4 wide throughout this pack. This track is racy here at Knoxville.
Yeah, a couple of world champions running second and third. Alex Bergeron, Sprint Car World Champion. He's very good in the late model World Championships as well, along with the wingless. Blake Matjoulis won the inaugural running of the late model World Championship. As here comes Evan C. Now C to the outside on Bergeron. Bergeron drifts up the racetrack. Again, there's a hint of 3 wide now behind him, McSwain, Damien Kiefer, and the 48 of Dylan Yeager. Meanwhile, Evan C. putting the power move there on Alex Bergeron. Dress up in front of him, nearly takes the nose off the 12 machine. Good battle on for positions 3 and 4 right now. And I'm going to say, Jay Place, I think he's shocking everyone here at the moment.
16 machine looking sharp here at Knoxville, as everyone is surprised to not see the 127 or the 33 up front. But you see Alex Bergeron in that 12 machine. He is sitting in third right now. Evan C. to the inside, side by side. You see that for a moment there, Wheeler. 2 by 2 they go for about 5 rows.
Yeah, they're really running deep down through 3 and 4. Now we head down the back straight. On 3 and 4 last time by. It was hard to look on, trying to focus on where to look, whether you want to run 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, you still see him. There's still a lot of 2x2 racing action here at the Knoxville Raceway. These drivers are really starting to put on a show as this track will start to widen up that cushion. When does it become a factor? I've done a UMP modified race here. I think it was last season, or maybe even the season 13 ago, since the when they brought out the new update for this. And I got to say, the cushion can be very, very powerful. But that was big setup racing. How are these drivers going to adapt to open setup right now? Jay Place, well, he continues to lead the way from Blake Matjoulis. And wouldn't this be a feature race win for Jay Place if he was able to get the job done?
That 16 machine right now has led every lap so far, but you saw Matjoulis. He tried to make a move to the inside here. You see Evan C. has some company once again. The 25 of Zach McSwain now goes as he's battling it out with Dylan Yeager right now. So again, you see there that top 10, everyone battling it out, everyone trying to make a move. But right now, everyone content. As we say that, Zach McSwain tried to go inside now once more on the 33.
Well, where do you want to look? Where do you want to focus on? Do you focus on the guys up front? Do you focus mid-pack? Again, this racetrack is very, very racy early on. We've completed 9 of the 50 laps, so 41 remaining. This time by, as they come out of turn number 4, it's still Jay Place. He holds a 4/10 advantage over Blake Matjoulis, and that is 1/5 of the race complete. 10 down, 40 to run. Alex Bergeron, Evan C. They continue to go side by side. Bergeron trying to drift up to the cushion, trying to find if there's a bit of grip up there, and well, he gets the run on the outside once again on Evan C. Goes through the middle of the racetrack, and Evan C. Well, he sticks it down low in the 33 machine. Good battle on between C and Bergeron.
33 of Evan C. on the inside, the 12 of Bergeron on the outside, side by side. Those two go once more. Both cars drift up the track. Watch Alex Bergeron now as that outside. There goes the run out of turn number 1 and 2 as he gets an advantage. Going into 3 and 4, slides up is Alex Bergeron. Still 2 by 2 by 2. You see back there everyone in the top 10 going at it. There's Dylan Yeager, Zach McSwain.
Yeager going to slide into position number 5. Gets by the 25 of Zach McSwain. McSwain now got some pressure from the 0 machine. That's Damien Kiefer. And you go back to Brett New, Howard Weaver, Felix Roy in position number 10. So far, biggest mover through the field. How about this? Zane Yost from 22nd. He's up to 15th. He's passed 7 cars. So far, that would be the hard charger award. But Felix Roy, Brent New, they've both moved up 3 and 4 positions along with Cole Cabray, Rocky Battenfield, Brent Carter as well. So there's not so much some big movers, but there's some drivers who have been able to move through the field very quickly and very early on in this feature event.
Felix Roy, we can't go without talking about him in that 10th spot right now, that 91 in the top 5 in points tonight. Had to run through the LCQ earlier tonight as he gets up into the 10th spot, battling it out with Matthew Selby, the 07 of Howard Weaver. So Felix Roy right now in the top 10, so he shouldn't be losing much points, but that heat race not transferring is going to cost him some tonight.
Yeah, and that's what is separating Blake Matjoulis and Evan C. It was 15 points coming into tonight. Take into account they've both got the same amount of points for the heat racing. It's a matter of who will finish where. So far, both the drivers have finished first on 2 occasions each. They've really taken a stranglehold to this Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle, thanks to Victory Lane Racing and CFM Esports. Who is going to take out round number 5? We're closing in about a heat race distance time, 8 laps away from half race distance. And so far, touch wood, we have not seen that yellow flag here this evening, or bar in that first heat race it was, Alex. And everything else from there on out has been clean and green.
Everything has stayed clean so far. You see Kiefer McSwain going at it. Those two, the friendship between the two of them have been strong. McSwain has helped Kiefer, but right now I think McSwain might be questioning why he helped Kiefer all these months out, because Damian Kiefer side by side right now. They're battling it out for the 6th spot. Up front, though, new leader, the 127, Blake Matjoulis, takes the lead.
Well, it was only a matter of time, but I'll tell you what, hats off to Jay Place because he's not giving up. And how about, we've seen this, Alex, about 3 weeks ago, it was 3 or 4 weeks ago, on a Sunday night World of Thunder. The track got very, very bumpy in the pro lane laws. I'm starting to see that trend here again in the UMP Modified. Watch Jay Place, the driver on the outside of the front, driver on the outside here. Watch that car as he comes down the back straight. Right about now is where that car, well, last time by, it was bouncing down the back straightaway.
As there you saw, he went a little lower because he might have lost some speed on those bumps. But again, side by side, the battle for the lead. Jay Place, Blake Matjoulis now Place. Retakes the lead, but for how long? Because the 127 has that bottom side work. And then look back there, that battle for third. The 12, the 33, they're going at it right now. You see the top 4 all in your screen right now. And here comes Bergeron, here comes C. They're gaining on your top 2.
Well, Jay Place, it didn't take him long to regain back the race lead. There is that number 12 of Alex Bergeron. I said it earlier on in this feature event. That cushion is very, very fast if you can hit it right, especially in the fixed setup. But these drivers are open set, so they can adjust their car prior to the race, prior to coming on the racetrack. They've been able to set their cars up. How will that play into effect here this evening? Well, Blake Matjoulis, Jay Place has gone to the cushion. Bergeron's gone to the cushion. Evan C's gone to the cushion. Dylan Yeager's gone to the cushion. Blake Matjoulis, well, he's content right now sitting on the bottom side, but he might not be content anymore because Alex Bergeron just drove around the outside of the 127 machine. And here comes Bergeron. He's up to second and now coming up the race leader. It's a battle between Bergeron and Matjoulis and Jay Place 1, 2, and 3.
Little contact there between Bergeron and Jay Place there as that battle for second between Bergeron, Blake Matjoulis side by side. Those two go. The 12 machine on the top side, the 127. Jay Place now going to change his lineup a little bit there, go to the bottom side, and it might help him, might hurt him. We'll have to wait and see a few more laps here. But that 12 machine, here comes the 33 now. Evan C coming out of nowhere. He's catching up to your top 3.
He has found something, Evan C on the outside through 1 and 2. He got the cushion. He slides up to the cushion in 3 and 4. Does he? No. Stays mid-track this time by virtual cross flag. Sticks around 25 down, 25 to go. Last week, Alex, 79 or 78 or 79 green flag laps of a 100-lap super late model event. We're seeing 25 so far in the modified. We go back and yet want to add in the last chance qualifiers. There's another 24. So that's looking at about 50 right now. Plus the 3 8-lap heat races. You're looking at roughly, so far at this stage, about 80 laps complete under the green flag conditions. Jay Place, he caught the cushion, and the left front biked up big time, and that allowed Blake Matjoulis to take back the race lead. How will Jay Place respond? Well, let's wait and find out, because Evan C tries back to the inside. Nearly 3 wide for the lead as they come off turn number 4.
You see right now it's Blake Matjoulis. Jay Place goes to the inside now. Here we go. Battle for the lead between Place and Matjoulis. The 33 of Evan C. Now he's right there in the 3rd spot. Alex Bergeron has company, and it's the 48 of Dylan Yeager. Yeager has stayed in the 5th spot and been content, but now he's catched up to the top 4 as you see Matjoulis, Jay Place, Evan C., Bergeron, Yeager. That top 5 close together right now.
Really close together is Blake Matjoulis, Jay Place, Evan C. Again, Matjoulis and C. We'll see Matjoulis. They run 1-2 in the championship. Dylan Yeager, he is 4th in the championship. He's running in 5th. Look at the man who sits 3rd in points. Felix Roy, he started position 7. He is now battling for 7th position with Zach McSwain. So again, once this race continues on, if Felix Roy just gets clear of McSwain, and if we even think about having a late yellow, that gives an opportunity for Felix Roy. But this time by Alex, we are 30 green flag laps down and 20 remaining. Blake Matjoulis still the race leader by half a car length over Jay Place. Place back to the inside. Place has gone back and he stuck the bottom side through 1 and 2. I'll tell you what, he's found something down there.
And you saw out of the corner of the screen on the front straightaway, lap traffic coming into play soon. There's that B32. He'll be the first one to take victim of lap traffic, and that's BJ Duval, CJ Howe, Aiden Beerline. They would be next on the docket for Matjoulis-Seay and Jay Place. Right now, that battle for second between Jay Place, Evan C. going at it right now. The 2 VLR teammates, the 16, the 33 side by side. Here comes Bergeron. Bergeron shot out of a cannon right now on the top side here. But again, that top 5 really close together.
Yeah, about 1.1 seconds between Blake Matjoulis and Dylan Yeager, your top 5. You got 3 cars in between them, Evan Seay, Jay Place, Alex Bergeron, who are having an absolute gym dandy of a battle of a feature race here. 33 down, and the 33 of Evan Seay runs in second position. Again, we close in on the first lap car of BJ Duval, who sits in 23rd spot. Alex, 33 down. Only 1 car is out of the event. That's Zane Yost, who actually started 22nd. So we've still got 23 of the 24 starters. And I'll tell you what, 34 laps complete this time by. And between Matjoulis-Seay, Bergeron, Place, and Yeager, it's still pretty much, if you had a fight, just roll the dice, because who knows who's going to victory lane.
You know what? Chris Ferguson said it right. This is becoming a burner here tonight at Knoxville Speedway. Blake Matjoulis, Evan Seay, Jay Place, Dylan Yeager up the 4th. And there goes Duval. He's going to get up on the berm, get out of everyone's way there. So the top 5 get around the first lap car very easily here. But again, watch as the moves now. As Matjoulis-Seay sit 1 and 2. This is going to heat up now between that 127 and 33.
Well, we're seeing it over the first month of racing here on UltimateDirtTV and live on the VLR Facebook page, live across YouTube as well. It's all been Blake Matjoulis and Evan Seay running first and second here on the 3 weeks that I think I've done, or 4 weeks, I think, 3 weeks I think I've done, maybe 4 weeks, I can't remember. But I've always seen Blake Matjoulis and Evan Seay come home with a 1-2. Will that happen again here tonight? And again, keep in mind, Evan Seay was just 15 points clear of Blake Matjoulis coming into tonight. So going into a couple of weeks' time at Charlotte in 2 weeks' time, if Blake Matjoulis gets the win here tonight, the championship will basically come down to a heat race and, of course, the feature event.
As right now, Blake Matjoulis, Evan Seay. But again, Dylan Yeager right now, look right behind them. That battle for 3rd is on. Jay Place, Dylan Yeager side by side, the 48 on the bottom side. And you know, anyone who has watched that 48 machine go, he's on the top side now. Very surprising by Dylan Yeager. He's known for running the bottom, running it well in whatever car he does. But he's on that top side. He's going to go to the bottom side this time. At 48 for VLR. Dylan Yeager to the inside once more on Jay Place. Side by side, those 2 go. But Jay Place, Evan Seay right now in that 2nd spot. And these guys catching up again to the top 2.
Evan Seay's coming. He's found something. He's running the cut down line through 1 and 2. Look at the run he gets down into 3. He goes to the top. Watch him right now, right in the middle of the racetrack. He cuts it back down to the bottom side. This time by, we are 40 laps complete. 10 laps left remaining. Matjoulis goes to the middle. Evan Seay to the inside. Slides up in front of him. By Evan Seay, your new race leader. Blake Matjoulis trying to come back to the inside, trying to stick a nose on the inside. He couldn't make the pass, and Evan Seay with 9 to go now, Alex. He's got the race lead, but here comes Matjoulis back to the inside. This is your battle for 1 and 2.
127 of Blake Matjoulis to the inside. Slide job for the lead. Evan Seay ducks under. Here we go. Side by side they go out of turn 1 and 2. The 33 retakes the lead. Evan Seay, Blake Matjoulis going at it once more. Again, it's all come down to this all season long. Here's to break the tie of wins this season. The 127 to the inside once more.
Matjoulis and Seay continue to rattle off side by side. Matjoulis stayed low all the way down through 1 and 2. Again, the cut down line works for Evan Seay in the 33 machine. This time, Matjoulis is going to follow him. He's finally figured out the line, but it could be too little, too late, because Evan Seay, well, he's one of those drivers where he just does not make the mistake. And if he does, it's very rare. Matjoulis, he's half a car length lower than what Evan Seay was, trying to get the run on the inside and trying to sneak a nose there and force Evan Seay to stay on the top side of the racetrack. This time by 6 to go. Dylan Yeager up to 3rd and watching this battle unfold in front of him. We might just have an absolute belter of a finish here. Matjoulis right in the middle of the racetrack now, trying to take the line away from Evan Seay, but Evan Seay powers back around the outside, down the back straightaway. 5 to go this time by Evan Seay. Blake Matjoulis putting on an absolute clinic here at Knoxville.
Right now, you see Blake Matjoulis going to go underneath once more. He's trying to get that bottom side working on Evan Seay now. Going to run a slider line. Matjoulis into the wall. That's going to be costly for the 127, as now he has separated himself from Evan Seay. There is Seay has an advantage here, and that might have costed the race for the 127. He's got so little time to get there, but if he does, oh boy, it's going to be a haymaker.
Well, battle on for 4 and 5. Damien Kiefer on the inside of Alex Bergeron. The Matjoulis mistake may have just cost him not only the win here tonight, but it may have just cost him a championship. Evan Seay has been so consistent throughout the 5 weeks, and that's including tonight. There may not be another opportunity for Blake Matjoulis to get back to Evan Seay with just 3 laps left to run. It's Seay, Matjoulis, Yeager, your top 3. You're watching Bergeron in the 12 machine battle it out with Damien Kiefer. Biggest mover through the field, Brent Carter from 23rd up to position number 16, up 7 spots. Felix Roy slipped back to position number 10, so that might be a chance going begging for his championship hopes.
As you see Felix Roy in 10th, but Evan Seay right now, 2 to run. Matjoulis clips the wall once more, and this is opening the door. The 48 of Dylan Yeager coming on quick to that 127. The 33 machine holds the top side. CJ Howe, it's not going to phase the 33 because Evan Seay takes the white flag here around 1 and 2 on the top side. Here comes Evan Seay down the back chute into turn 3 and 4. Coming up here for one final time going into championship night. The 33 of Evan Seay for VLR. He's going to park it in victory lane here at Knoxville Speedway. 50 laps in the book. Green to checkered. Evan Seay wins here at Knoxville.
What a way to wrap up round number 5. We had 1 caution on the opening lap of heat race number 1. We then continued on all the way. Heat 2, 3, 4. B main 1, B main 2, and a 50 lap main event without a caution flag. What a way to wrap up round number 5 of the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle with Evan Seay parking it in victory lane. Let's take a look at your official results coming up on your screen. There it is. Evan Seay confirmed your winner by 2 seconds in the end. A dominating victory here in round number 5. Blake Matjoulis home in 2nd. Dylan Yeager 3rd. 4th is Alex Bergeron. Damien Kiefer going to round out your top 5.
6th, it's Jay Place. Brent Newman 7th. Howard Weaver going to come home in a top 10 spot. He finishes 8th. Zach McSwain and Felix Roy round out your top 10.
11th is going to be Cole Cabrera. Dixon Slinger home in 12th. Alex McCullum 13th. Richie Yost 14th. And Brent Carter rounds out your top 15.
Matthew Selby will come home in 16th. Dustin Hall 17th. Rocky Battenfield, Dustin Mombercat, Ryan Underwood will round out your top 20.
Aiden Beerline 21st. CJ Howell, BJ Duval, and Zane Yost will make up your 24 starters. And what a way to wrap up round number 5 of the VLR. Round 5 of the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle presented by VLR and CFM Esports. Let's go trackside and let's chat to a driver that comes home in 3rd place here tonight. He pilots car number 48. It's Dylan Yeager. Dylan, congratulations on 3rd place. And, well, you left your run till late, but you started outside row 4 and you had a good battle throughout the 50 lap. How was that entire 50 laps? Because that race went green to checker all the way.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting there. That was a pretty good race between all of us. I said before the green flag went out that I was going to run a smart race. You know, Knoxville usually has a lot of green flag laps, so I kind of just sat back and I was like, I'm not going to damage my car early. That's what we did, and I'm really happy with the 3rd place right there.
Prior to joining VLR, you were very quick. Everybody could see that you had pace. You joined VLR, and it's almost like you go from 2nd gear, you've now shifted in straight up into 4th. You just skipped 3rd. You've jumped into another gear. How has it been making the transition coming over to VLR, and what's the experience been like for you so far?
Oh, I mean, I have no regrets. It's a lot better over here, in my opinion, from my old team. I'm not going to put any names out there, but it's a lot better from my old team. I have a lot more fun with these guys. I don't have any regrets. It's really fun running with them every night.
Well, 50 laps, green to checker. Did you think that it was going to go the distance here tonight, and what did you make of the racetrack? Because there was no track reset like we've seen over the past couple of weeks of racing. Race control deciding that they thought the best option to leave the track the way it was. Your opinion? on the track and how the racing was over the 50 laps, buddy.
Yeah, I liked it. It kind of went to my driving style, went to the bottom there in 3 and 4 for a while, and that's where I was making up a lot of time down there in the bottom of 3 and 4. So, yeah, I liked it. I think it made it better for me, and I think the racing was a whole lot better throughout the night.
Well, before we let you go and celebrate the third place finish here tonight, Dylan, a lot of good sponsors on this race car, a lot of good people behind the scenes, buddy. Who gets this done for you?
Yeah, gotta thank all the guys at Team VLR for getting me hooked up for all these races over the last couple weeks. Gotta thank you for the broadcast, and I gotta thank Steve for doing the adminning.
All right, there we go. Dylan Yeager home in third spot. Alex Robinson standing by with our runner-up.
Coming home in the second spot. Oh. Coming home in the second spot, the 127, Blake Matjoulis. And man, oh man, talk about a fun race there. That top 5 going at it from start to finish, 50 laps, green flag. And how does it feel, even though, coming home in second, how does it feel to go green to checkered and have some battles?
I mean, it was all right. It was a good race for sure. Jay was pretty good there early. Got around him. Wasn't really good on that slider line. Just felt pretty good in the middle, and frankly, the middle wasn't the fast way to be tonight. That cut down was just a little faster, but it is what it is. And it was a good race overall for sure. It looked like we pulled away there at the end, hit the wall a couple times, and he was gone. So, overall, it was a good race. I felt the lines changed a lot. Pretty good Knoxville, typical Knoxville, I should say. And this is the first time I've ran these cars on this track, and I felt like they were a really good combination. So I hope to see more in the future.
And now we get a week off next week, and then come back for championship night at the dirt track at Charlotte. You and Evan. It's going to come down to the top 2 of you two. What's the game plan now going in? You've had these battles before with him. What's the game plan now? What are you preparing for that dirt track at Charlotte race?
Nothing really. Just try and get a good run, try and win, and going after a win. Obviously, I think the points are pretty much sealed at this point. So, that's just how I see it. It could be different, but just play it out like every other weekend, and try and have a good run.
And now we know you got some great support behind that 127. Take some time and thank him again for a podium finish.
Yeah, represent Limited, Nick Diaz Army, Game Up Nutrition, ML Performance, Reliable Energy Solutions, Chris Ferguson Motorsports, CD Cinematography, BK Designs, Showtime Decals and Apparel, Design 75, Race XR, Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop. Go check that out, cfmesports.com. 127 Industries, everybody that watching, you guys for broadcasting.
That is your second place finisher tonight, the 127 of Blake Matjoulis. Brett Wheeler, you're coming home with the winner tonight, Evan C.
Yeah, standing in victory lane with a driver that has now made it 3 in a row, 3 weeks on. He's picked up a hat-trick of wins and leads by 18 points going into championship night in a couple of weeks' time. First of all, Evan, congratulations on the win here tonight. And boy, you really had to earn that one.
Oh, yeah, definitely had to, work hard for that one. Alex and Blake and Jay were all fast tonight, so, definitely wasn't easy to try and, figure out a way to get around them. I wish I could have done better in qualifying, just, missed about a little bit, just a few hundredths, and, put us starting fourth. But, the track was good, so we could move around, and, it was basically just, trying to find that lane that we could pass on, and, just found some momentum on the top there, and I didn't think I was going to win at the end. Middle seemed pretty fast, and Blake seemed just a little bit tighter than me. He could kind of get through that middle, but just tried something on that cut down line, and see I could get a pretty good run on Blake, and was going to force him to have to move around, and they would just kind of catch him off guard in 1 and 2 and get the lead, and basically just try and hold him off after that. And I think he made got to the wall a couple of times in 1 and 2, and after that was just able to pull away.
Yeah, I was saying through the call with about 15 to go that you'll really come and run on that cut down line. How much do you think that cut down line helped you there in the end? Because once you got in front, Blake obviously tried running the same line. He tried running sort of half a car length lower than you, trying to sneak a nose on the inside. But that cut down line sort of went away there towards the end. Once he made the mistake in 1 and 2, did you think that you could breathe a little bit easier, knowing that you didn't have that pressure from Blake?
Yeah, it definitely made it easier to. I didn't have to worry about him trying to slide me on a cut down line or, get it just right on my nose to where I couldn't, cut below him or, not have enough time to just go above him. So, man, definitely helped me out. When he got into the wall there, just started to drive it pretty hard. I mean, the top was pretty tough to hit going into one. It was pretty rough up there. It was easy to get into the wall. And, you definitely had to be careful. And, I felt like we could just hit that cut down just a little bit better than Blake. And so that definitely helped us out towards the end there.
Well, you've taken out round number 5 of the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle. Again, both yourself and Blake have picked up all 5 feature wins so far over the opening 5 weeks. We take a break next week. We come back in 2 weeks' time. You're 18 points ahead of Blake in the championship. Do you take it a little bit easier, or do you go for win number 4?
Just have to try and do as good as possible at Charlotte. Definitely don't want to take it easy and end up getting in mid-pack or something and, getting to a wreck. Want to try and be up front and clean air. It seems to be the best place to be to not getting wrecked. So, if we're in second or something, we're definitely just probably going to ride it out and not try anything stupid or, do anything, something for the win that would cost us. But maybe we're just going to come out at Charlotte and, try to do as good as we can. If we can get the win, we can get the win. But, definitely be looking just for a solid top 5.
All right, buddy. Look, well done on 3 in a row. Well done on leading the championship after 5 weeks. You've got 1 more week in 2 weeks' time. July 13th at the dirt track at Charlotte. Evan, before we let you go, of course, sponsors, shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes this happen for you in the 33 machine?
Yeah, just got to thank everybody at Team VLR, Sear from Esports, Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop, ShotFurry22.com, Tactory Defense, Selena Truck Stop, just Captain Morgan, everybody that helps out on car, and just thank y'all guys for doing a broadcast for us each week, and everybody who's put on this series.
All right, Evan C., your winner here tonight. Alex, we're not done with just yet. We're going to chat to, well, a driver that gets it done in the real world, in the virtual world. It's the man of the hour, Chris Ferguson. You got a copy?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, certainly can, buddy. Hey, that feature race, that was an absolute belter, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, man. Jay Place, he did a heck of a job holding them guys off there for the longest time. And, Evan and Blake, you can't say enough about them. They always put on a show. And then Bergeron and Yeager there at the end. That was a heck of a race. It was exciting to watch, to say the least.
You've had some real-life success. You're P3 at the Dream, a track that's on, here on iRacing, Eldora, along with Bristol. You had a prelim night win there. How have you done any racing here on the sim? And if so, how would you compare running on the sim compared to running at the racetrack in real life?
Yeah, I've actually I've been down for the last month or so, just because I had a wheelbase problem with my stuff, and long story short, just been kind of keeping up. I really wanted to compete in the series because I really like the mods. They ever since the new build, they've been really fun to drive, and they put on a show. But as far as everything I've ever raced before, and I go all the way back to 2002 World of Outlaw Sprint Cars and Dirt to Daytona, the iRacing sim is by far the closest thing to the real thing. So it's definitely fun. I technically would have made some laps at Lernerville before we went to Lernerville last weekend, but like I said, my wheelbase has been messed up, and I'm waiting for them to send me a new one. So we'll be back hopefully for the Pro Series for the late model deal with the VLR guys.
Information was dropped about that earlier on, a couple of hours ago. What can you tell us that hasn't been released yet, sort of without sort of giving away too much? And how have you found it? From the real life stuff, you now become one of the main sponsors in the virtual world.
Well, it's so crazy how it all comes together. Last weekend at Lernerville, Blake was actually going to come down and help, but he had a series race, and Matjoulis texted me. He was like, "Man, if you want me to, I'll come, or do you want me to run the series race?" And I was like, "Dude, take care of the series race." But he wasn't there. But actually, 2 guys I raced with a pretty good bit. Kyle Hardy, Chase Hardy, even Dylan Hauser was there. So the whole world of iRacing and sim racing, along with the real world, they all go hand in hand. So just over the last year, just became friends with all these guys and then intertwined it all together. And it's all worked out really cool. And you know, what we try to do with the Matjoulis-Seay speed shop deal, you know, Blake and Evan, that's their baby. I just kind of helped them get it started. You know, one thing that we wanted to do was we wanted to be involved with the series, with the spring fling, with all the events that are going on. That's why we sponsored this mod series. And we want people to know that the people that are buying setups from us, we just did a merch drop tonight. The people that are spending money with us and the people that support us, we're putting money back into the sim racing world. And, you know, one of the things is the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop's actually sponsoring the new series. I don't know if Steven and them guys wanted me to announce that yet, but that's a little sneak peek. And then also I'm going to sponsor the series a little bit with my merchandise website. So it's been a fun marriage so far. You know, like I told Blake and Evan, these guys are the best, two of the best in the world. And all I want to do is help them out. And really the sky's the limit. And I keep telling these guys, hey, just keep pumping at it, keep building. You guys are becoming two of the biggest names in online sim racing. So, you know, after watching tonight, I think it shows. And, you know, it's just been fun to be involved with all of it.
You talk about your merchandise has sort of been pumping it quite a bit. Of course, shopfergie22.com. What kind of merchandise have you got for sale? I know we've mentioned the hats there. I think they said there was T-shirts coming. What other merchandise have you got on there, or what's coming in the works that you can sort of release to us and release to the fans?
We got, you know, naturally we got all the racing T-shirts and whatnot, but we're going to do a couple other, you know, lifestyle branded shirts that you can wear away from the racetrack. The die casts do really good. We got it's really cool. I'd say, I don't know, about 50 to 75% of the VLR guys was at Bristol. Something that we don't really talk about a ton and a lot of people don't know about is, you know, CFME Sport, along with VLR with Howard, Daniel Powell, Steven, Leo, Evan, Matjoulis. We all met up at the Bristol Dirt Nationals that I won at this year. And we just all, you know, we had a heck of a time. Then I ended up winning. We all took pictures in victory lane, and we got Bristol Dirt National stuff on the website. It's just, man, there's so many stories we could tell about these guys since I became friends with them, and just really looking forward to getting back on because I haven't been racing lately. But when I do get back on, I have a blast, you know, getting in lobbies with them and playing around and messing around. I don't really run that good in these events like this because I don't spend as much time as I need to, but I still have a blast doing it.
Well, it's certainly fun to have you along for the ride in the sim world, and you know, what you're doing out in the real world too. It's always good to see. So, Chris, thanks for your time. And before we let you go, anyone else you'd like to thank that has helped make this possible?
Yeah, I just want to thank the VLR guys again for letting us be involved with this, and I want to thank Evan C and Blake Matjoulis for all the hard work they do, along with Tia. Tia is kind of the person behind the scenes. She does all the PR and media and everything else. And, you know, just got to thank them three for everything they do. And looking forward to growing it. And really, like I said, thanks for putting on a spectacular broadcast. It was fun to watch tonight. I don't always get to, but really enjoyed your commentary. And y'all put on a great event.
All right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Ferguson. If you want to check out the merchandise, go to shopfergie22.com. Alex, we're finally done here from the Knoxville Raceway. 50 green flag laps. Green to checker, it goes all the way. One away to wrap up round number 5. And, well, again, like I said, we get to take a week's break before we come back for the final race at Charlotte in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, I can't wait. Those days. But you talk about, you know, green to checker tonight. We only had 1 or 2 cautions last week. You look throughout this whole series, we haven't had many cautions, knock on wood, going into championship night, of course, but we haven't had many cautions, had some great racing. It all comes ahead the dirt track at Charlotte in 2 weeks. Comes down to Evan C., Blake Matjoulis. What did I see? I think I saw 18 points between the two of them going into that race. So everything's still on the line there. Championship, money, everything on the line for Evan C. Blake Matjoulis. And, the friendship, it stays in play, but those two are going to be racing hard for a championship.
Yeah, not only that, the battle on for 3, 4, and 5 as well, even 6 as well in the championship, separated by, let me do some quick there, 23 points. Dylan Yeager in 3rd place, he's got 261 points. 7 points back to Felix Roy in 4th, who is now 254 points, and then back 11 points to Damien Kiefer, rounding up the top 5. Alex Bergeron, 6J place, Dixon Slinger, Zach McSwain, and Ryan Underwood round up the top 10 in points. Alex, think about this before we quickly wrap things up here. Averaging starts and averaging finishing positions for your top 4. Felix Roy, 14th average start, he can average finish of 7th, so that's advancing 7 positions. Dylan Yeager, he's got an average start of 9th, average finishing position of 7th. Blake Matjoulis, this is where it gets interesting. Blake Matjoulis, average start 4, average finish 3rd. Well, Evan C, average start of 4th and average finish of 1st. Going by those stats, championship night just makes it a little bit more juicy. But Alex, thank you very much for your time. We'll certainly see you back throughout the coming weeks, and hopefully we'll get to see you on championship night.
Oh, I'll be here. Either I'll be in the booth or Jerry might be here and I just might be behind the scenes doing the numbers like I usually do for you guys because, I love doing those things. But I'll be somewhere for championship night, that's for sure. If it's crunching numbers downstairs with race control or if it's in the booth, doesn't matter to me because it's always going to be a fun night with the VLR crew.
All right, well, we'll wrap things up. Again, a big thank you to, of course, Team Victory Lane Racing, CFM Esports, and Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop for the Matjoulis-Seay Speed Shop Summer Sizzle. Round number 5 is complete. Until next time, on behalf of the team here at UltimateDirtTV and the management behind the scenes, on behalf of Alex Robinson, myself, Brett Wheeler, we say farewell, good night from Knoxville. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time at the dirt track at Charlotte.